Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Hope you're all well, everyone, and faring well in these weird days of our 2010. What are we in? 2020? It's all happening, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot to mention yesterday. I'll get into that first on what's been happening with the channel. If you haven't seen the Trig Beach video, that's up and alive and running. I'm pretty stoked how it turned out, so get over, check that out if you've got some time up your sleeve. Beautiful part of Perth, Trig Beach in Scarborough. Some beautiful old limestone rock formations, or whatever the rock is, probably not limestone, but it goes into a bit of a reef there where you can swim, but went down for a sunset and ended up with a pretty nice video and some really nice shots. So you can check that out on our channel as well. It's either in the travel or our new playlist I've created, which is just purely photography stuff to try and minimize that down. So if you look at just want to watch a heap of photography stuff, you can go over to that playlist. I'll do some more work on that this week while I'm home. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Yesterday went out to Monday, or not yesterday, the day before, Sunday, I went out Monday a regional park, which is a little park near Lesmurdie Falls Park, but definitely not on any sort of highlight reels anywhere, but I just thought, oh, it's close, I'll go check it out. Had some nice hikes, so I thought I need to do some exercise, and it was really, really nice. Similar sort of country to Lesmurdie Falls. Had a little stream coming down, which I was not expecting. Nice steep walks and sort of ragged walks. So definitely you can take your dog, which was pretty darn cool. There's a lot of places you can't take your dog, so it'd be a great place to take Bents. When I get out, I might go and do that this week if we get a chance to do something. Just go for just a wander for an hour or so. Beautiful spot. It rained again today, so I got saturated. The old hat got saturated coming out of the shops, doing our weekly shop, and yeah, so that was pretty cool. So there's another video there I can add to the list. I've got a couple, 2 or 3 others I want to get done, and then I'll start doing some stuff, trying to get out and film stuff, depending on what happens with the old Voldemort situation. But other than that, it's been, yeah, didn't do much last night. I had a good mate come round, had dinner, so we sat and just chatted about stuff and bits and pieces like that. So I didn't get a chance to really get in and start a new video. I'm going to do that tonight. I'll get into that. I'm thinking, I've got a couple there. I've got some photos I need to edit from a night shot I did on my last night at work. So that's back in January, so I've still got those I want to edit. So I want to try and play with them this afternoon and maybe tonight, and then start the video. I've got one there, I think it's on a sunrise at this beautiful old tree that I did some astro work at as well. It's just around the corner, it's in the middle of a field. I went there initially for this sunrise shot, and I've got a video for that. I also then went back and tried to do some astro work there as well, which will be incorporated. I'll probably mix that into the new Astro Bells shots I've got as well. So there's a little bit happening there. I've got plenty of work to do, plenty to catch up, to keep me in good stead. So all going well. Now I'll leave the not so fun stuff till the end. Xbox come out today, or late last night, basically for us, but yesterday in the States. Come out with the specs. It's got 8 7nm AMD 3.6 gigahertz chips in there, which is just insane. Memory 16 gigabyte GDDR6, so super fast memory, and storage 1 terabyte of SSD NMV, so again super fast. And the optical drive is going to have a 4K UHD Blu-ray. So that new Xbox is looking pretty fantastic. They had it up against, I'm watching Linus Tech Tips, had it up against the Xbox One, and the new Xbox was like 10 to 15 seconds into the game before the other one had even loaded the game. So it was really cool. So that new Xbox and PlayStation, once they get out to the public and get released are going to be fantastic bits of kit if you're into gaming. I'm sure this Christmas coming, it's going to be a fantastic big sell. It's going to be a big seller, definitely. So definitely something to look forward to over the next 12 months. So won't be far away. I'd say it's probably going to be a mid-year release, like most of the things due early in this year. Probably maybe get pushed back to the mid-year depending on what's going on. Apple, the A14 chip, the new chip, they've got some specs released out of that. It's going to be the first chip above 3 gigahertz for them, 3.1 gigahertz. It's 400 more than the old A13 chip, which, as we know, does a fantastic job. So this new chip of theirs is going to just jump leaps and bounds above what they've currently got. There's also rumours that they're possibly going to be putting that same chip and architecture into a small mobile laptop, maybe something like the 12-inch laptop or something like that. And then you'll have that same experience but in a laptop form. So you get that iPad experience, but you get that little mini laptop with this chip running it. So it's obviously got enough grunt and power. So it'll be very cool to see when that comes out. We'll hear probably more of that probably once they do their online release. So obviously end of March is normally the first big conference year. It's now going to be an online one. I'm not sure when the dates and that. As soon as I can find out the dates, I'll let you know. But I'd say possibly end of this month, next month, or a little bit later, they'll get this online release all done and dusted. Now, I guess over to the important stuff of what everyone's onto and about. Apple's obviously closing all its stores worldwide for 2 weeks. They're going into a shutdown. Not much was said about its employees and stuff like that, and that's obviously the biggest thing for all countries, all people, is worrying about their jobs and bills and stuff like that. I did do some research today trying to find out what's happening in Italy, because obviously that one's already shut down. It was one of the first, and how that's going. It sort of seems like the government stepped in and has done a really good job. They've basically shut down all mortgage payments, all bill payments, so no one has to pay any bills for the next couple of months. So any money they do have coming in is there to support them through this time of need. Businesses, obviously, small businesses are going to get smashed to pieces with this thing. So that's obviously key. And I know most governments are bringing out stimulus packages and stuff. So there's positive stuff coming out of it. Hopefully it's enough. People can only do what we can do, I guess. So fingers crossed. Now, flight-wise, it's probably one that's really going to affect Australia, definitely. Qantas cutting 90% of its international flights. Obviously, with people not coming into Australia now, you've got that 14-day quarantine, so they're not coming, they're cancelling their flights. So they've cut 90% of their international flights. The domestic is being cut by 60%. So huge ramifications for that. Especially in my mining industry, a lot of the guys that I work with all work East Coast, or do have a couple of people that fly to Bali and live in Bali, so they're pretty much stuffed. They'd be stuck wherever they are. And then, on the East Coast guys, how that domestic travel is affected is definitely going to affect the mines and the mining industry and those sort of big operations. I'm pretty sure if anyone's got the money to survive through this and just go into sort of automatic pilot for a little bit, is probably the big companies. So hopefully they can sort of, they're going to have to just take this hit. There's not much you can do. Virgin hasn't said nothing yet, so they're going. I'm waiting here on that. Obviously, I've got my flights to Darwin for the Barra Classic. It's not looking real flash at the moment. I'd say once we hear about the flights, and then I'm assuming I'll get some emails back from Virgin and stuff on what the go is and where I stand with all of my flights, because we've also got my niece's wedding in May as well, so not sure how that's all going to pan out, because I'm supposed to go through Darwin. So we'll work that all out. There's, again, not much you can do. You just got to get health and safety comes first at the moment. Now, on a super positive front of this whole thing, Melbourne researchers have found have come up with some significant info on how it affects humans. So basically, that like the flu virus, they worked out that within 2 or 3 days, the human body will create antibodies to attack this virus once it gets into your system. And then obviously your health and whatever affects how much you can produce of this to fight it and how much quickly it can get smashed, your body can smash it out and get rid of it. The lady, the research lady, that the head of the department that found this, obviously is pretty excited about it. She's saying what it does, it basically tells us that the virus is similar to a flu virus, and that it's that makes it possible to when they're trying to build a vaccine to attack this thing, because it's on the same basis as a flu virus, it's got a similar pattern, that it's easier for them to create something to attack this. So that's really, really good. I'm not sure how that affects time frames or anything like that or whatever, but it's a really big positive step forward. They're only the second research scientists to be able to isolate the COVID-19 strain, so that's really, really good. So good on them. As you can see, the best minds all into this. They stopped whatever they were doing and went straight into this as soon as they heard about it. So and I'm sure there's hundreds of other research facilities all doing everything they can to try and knock this on the head. So that was a really positive thing out of it today, and a great thing for those guys in that laboratory. Fantastic for them. We do appreciate you trying to look after us all. So yeah, very, very good news in that regards. So it's slowly, it just, unfortunately, you can't just go, oh, I've got something here to fix everything. That magic potion just doesn't exist. But it's great to see we've got some brilliant people out there doing some awesome things. Rightio, and that's about it. Have a day. We hope that's on. I'm just checking, make sure my microphone's on. That would have been funny. Yeah, if you are at home and you're wherever you are, hope your family's okay. I'm thinking of you and everyone. I'm thinking about all our families and friends. It's I think when you get to these times, much like going through a cyclone, just growing up in Darwin, went through many a cyclone, and I think it's easier when you can see something coming than a disease that you can't see. It's got no physical form that we can see through our eyes. It's there, it's out there, but you can't see where it's coming or what it is. So I think that's the hardest part with it. With a cyclone, you can see it coming. Cyclone, yeah, okay, we know what's going to come in. We know what to do. We're all prepped. Just be basically just ready to go. Have basic stuff, essentials. Know what you got to do, and yeah, just relax. Watch some movies. Watch some Tiger's Media Channel. Yeah, that'll keep you bored. Or from being bored. Hopefully, it won't make you bored. Anyway, have a great day. I'll be here. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Stay safe on this Tuesday. Have a good day for the rest of your day at work. And we'll see you all again tomorrow for another day, another vlog. So if you're coming home from work, heading off to the shops for the toilet paper run, still none at ours, and going somewhere. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.